O'Day, O'Day, O'Day today. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Darren O'Day. And why is he so tough to hit? Well, it has everything to do with the flight of the ball. As we all know, he's a submarine pitcher. We call him novelty pitchers. When he winds up to throw, instead of going over the top like most pitchers do, where the ball comes down to the strike zone and goes down in most cases, he actually is exactly the opposite. Where he releases the ball from is from underneath. When he gets into his regular delivery mode, where he gets in, his hand is coming very low to the ground, and it's going to release the ball in this manner instead of in this manner like most pitchers do. And that's what the deceptive part of his delivery is. As he goes to throw his two-seam fastball, of course, he holds it the same way every pitcher holds their two-seam fastball, right here, because he does want a little bit of a movement on it, maybe a little bit more break than normal. But as he comes down and he drops that front shoulder down in here, the back shoulder gets up high, but it comes down close to the ground. And where he releases it, this would be the normal fastball. If he wants to throw a breaking ball, he still has it gripped on the treads so that he can twist his hand like this and make it spin and make it curve. His curveball is exactly the opposite, what it does, than a regular curveball. Regular curveball breaks down. His curveball actually breaks up. His fastball at times breaks up when he wants it. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down to home plate and see what it looks like from a hitter's perspective, exactly what he has to deal with the movement.
1-2. Got him. No question about that pitch.
Now, the normal flight of a curveball is to come into home plate in this fashion, go up, and then break down this way. The flight of a normal fastball comes in and moves left or right, but it's coming down and across in the strike zone. Depending on where this release point here will make the ball go straight, but this release point out here that Darren O'Day has will make the ball travel across the strike zone, which is really what he wants to do. But the flight of the ball has everything to do with his deception. And what I mean by that is when the fastball comes in, by the time it comes to home plate, it's coming up in the strike zone, which is why hitters have such a tough time hitting this ball, because they're used to having the ball go down, stay on top of it, and swing through the pitch. But this one right here is hard to do because as it starts to rise up in here, it stays up. It doesn't come down. I mean, occasionally it'll come down, and that's when he gets hit. But most of the time it doesn't. Now, the flight of the curveball comes in. It's actually coming up from this side right here. It's spinning, of course, like a curveball, but going up in the air and away. It might be only that much break, depending on how far he wants to weight back, the shortness of his stride or the length of his stride makes the ball sink, sometimes short of home plate, but most of the time he drives the ball through the strike zone and it's rising up above the bat. Very tough for a hitter to swing down on that pitch. And the breaking ball is very, very tough for the right-hander especially to keep the front shoulder in, because he sees the ball coming from way out here like this, which makes him pull off. Then when it breaks to the outside corner, very, very tough to make good, solid contact. So through the years, he's learned the different release points, where he wants to get rid of the ball from down here straight or from down here 3/4, but certainly does stay 3/4 most of the time with his breaking ball. That's why Darren O'Day is O'Day, okay with me.